Good day and good tidings. Many blessings on this 8th holy day of Eagle within the Lamat Trecena. So this will take us through the 27th of June through the 2nd of July. Welcome, Eagle. 8 is the tone of balance, of ultimate support and stability. It is the day to honor through ritual and reverence and sacred ceremony. And Eagle is the Nawal of Heart of Sky. Okay, this is the energy of sight and flight, vision and vitality. The eagle bridges heaven and earth and humanity with the ancestors. So it's a time when this is a day that we can consider the balance in our lives. Are we able to really land on the earth and also rise up into the heart with the chest to the sun, supported by our wings? Are we able to find that support through broadening our parameters, okay, broadening our perspective? The eagle sees the bigger picture. So are we able to really ground onto earth and to land and to be held in the nest and held within the home, but also able to rise up into the sacred, into that sense of holiness, into that sense of Father Sky, Father Sun. Thank you, Eagle, for reminding us of this, the need for this balance, okay? And the 8th tone as well is about this ultimate balance. It's the 4 is the foundation of the physical plane, and then 8 is the foundation of the spiritual plane. And so this is a day to create a sacred space, or to find a sacred space out in nature and to commune with the sacred, to commune with that beauty, and to really see and experience and savor, the beauty and the blessings around us. Coming back to Lamat, hopefully you got to see the first video introducing Lamat, but Lamat is about celebration. It is about the simultaneous seeding as well as the harvesting, so, and everything in between. It's the maturation of the crops and of plants, animals, and humans. This represents fertility, creativity. It is a golden time of ripening and juiciness. And so may we bask in that and revel in that at this time. I call it luscious Lamat, because there's just so much beauty and bounty in the rich diversity of this planet. And may we really kind of broaden our horizons, our mental horizons, so that we can see with the eagle vision, so we can see all of this blessedness that surrounds us and supports us and sustains us. So this 8th day of the eagle, this is an important one, to really hold that vision of our global community as well, and to really see the we instead of me, and to make our prayers for the other, to make our prayers for those less fortunate, for those who are lost, for those who struggle to see the bigger picture. May we make our prayers for the balancing of this great earth, for, our connection to spirit and to the sacred. May we really hone our prayers, hold our prayers certainly, but hone them too, to include a greater vision and a panoramic perspective, of, for our evolution, for our maturation, right? For really evolving into a heart-centered community. And I think about the heart when I think about eagle. This is the energy of heart of sky. And eagle is sometimes also called the heart of earth, heart of sky. So it's this bridge, and an eagle has its chest to the sun, right? And the heart is an element, holds an element of fire to it. Okay, especially if we're considering Chinese medicine, Oriental medicine. The heart is that fire, right? And the rhythmic fire, and the eagle has its chest wide open. The eagle embodies courage and confidence as well. And so may we have the courage to see the bigger picture and that higher perspective. And maybe we receive that higher guidance at this time. And over the next 20 days, the eagle will be in this 8th tone, okay, this holy tone of 8 and the eagle are paired together for the next 20 days. And so, when we follow the calendar, sometimes it might be tricky for people to follow every single day, but you can find the totems that you relate to, the totems that speak to you and resonate with you, and you can track them through the calendar. So, eagle tracking is really a beautiful way to, a beautiful lens to see the Tzolk'in calendar through. And so, if we want to track eagle for the next 8 days, we can do so through ceremony. We can do so through our prayers, through sacred time in nature, connecting to those sanctuary spaces that help us to hold that sense of holiness and wholesomeness. So thank you, eagle. We move into the 9th tone, and this will be on Tuesday, tomorrow. We move into the 9th tone of Sib. Sib represents the ancestors, and also the human journey that we come here and we have this experience, this human experience, and then we become ancestors. And so it's a day to honor our shared humanity, and that we all make mistakes, and we all lose our footing sometimes. Our ancestors were said to be the masters of all offenses, and the mistresses, or the mothers of all mistakes. So the masters and the mothers of all offenses and mistakes. And we honor that they struggled to be human. We honor that they they weren't always in integrity. And so this is a day to hold forgiveness and to hold compassion for that human journey that we are all on, and to really see each other through that lens of compassion, and through that lens of we are all related. And the 9th tone represents the women. Okay, it's the feminine tone. And so this pairing of the divine feminine and the ancestors could be a day to look towards our feminine ancestors. Okay, and they don't have to be blood related, but they, human ancestors. We can think about the women who have passed on and crossed over, who had a special wisdom and maybe perhaps mothering energy. This could be looking towards our blood related ancestors, to those who cared for us and loved us, and may we hold them in our hearts with that loving awareness and compassionate, um, that compassionate spirit that allows any forgiveness to flow through, or may we also receive forgiveness from them. It's hard for them to tell us from a distance, we're sorry, please forgive us, we love you. It's hard for us to hear that sometimes, right? When they're not here with us on this plane, it's hard to know what, hard to receive the messages, but we can open up to that deep understanding that runs through our feminine line. We can come into that, like settle into that receptivity that allows for the forgiveness to flow through us and to be expressed by us, for the healing. And they also made mistakes so that we could learn from them, and so that we don't have to repeat the cycles of ancestral karma, and so that we can really kind of not only forgive but learn from the mistakes, not learn not what to do, right? Sometimes we're taught what to do, but we're also taught what not to do. And so this could be a day for forgiveness all around, for those who have crossed over, and also for any conflicts and things that we've got going on now. This is a time for resolution. Okay, it's a time to ask for forgiveness or to receive forgiveness, and especially related to the feminine, related to the women in our lives. This could be our mothers, sisters, lovers, friends. It could be family. It could be the women in our life who push our buttons, who maybe they're not in our friend circle, and they've been out on the periphery as an antagonist. And so this could be a day to mature, right? Lamat is about maturation. It's about ripening, and really hold on to that generous spirit, that mothering that wants to be caring and sharing and forgiving. May we hold that, whether we're men or women, and allow ourselves to flow with a generous spirit, and to be more forgiving and more compassionate. Thank you, Sib. On the 10th tone, we have Kaban. 10 represents the 10 fingers and the hands, and the work that we do in community. It also represents inspired action. And so this is a day to get out in community, and Kaban represents our intelligence. It represents the solutionary. And so these aren't solutions that are just created, with the left brain and with the mind that is rational and logical, but it's rooted down into the heart and into that the good of all, and that wisdom that is a shared wisdom, that not just one person holds all of the solutions and all of the that the ideas and inspirations, but that it's our collective, that when we come together, we can find solutions to all of the problems. We can, when we come and be in our hearts together and put our minds together and our hearts together, we really can come into community, and we can do good work in this way when we honor the wisdom of each other and the collective. So this could be a day to hold counsel and to really let each person speak to some issues within the community, or some this could be ecological issues, this could be political things, and to really put our heads and hearts together, each person getting to speak and share, and then advising and counseling each other as a collective to to bring that dynamic energy of the whole. And so, yeah, this is just a beautiful day to gather with those that group, that those humans who are ready to be solutionaries, and to start doing the good work. May we hold each other with our 10 fingers and our hands, and may we do this work together, and lift each other up. The hands support, the hands, we shake hands, we share, we give, we receive. So may we be doing that in community. Thank you, Kaban. On the 11th tone, we have Etsnab, which is about the wounded warrior journeying into the spiritual warrior. Okay, so it's the wounded warrior journeying towards becoming that healed spiritual warrior who's going to encounter a lot of trials and tribulations and conflict. Okay, Etsnab can be intense, and it can be really stark. Etsnab has a sharpness to it. Represents the blade, represents the obsidian, represents the sword, the scalpel, the surgeon, and the samurai, right? That's skillful, masterful. But this 11th tone is I don't know that it's a day to be wielding the sword so much as to reflecting on what needs to heal. Okay, so discernment is a quality of Etsnab. Clarity, truth, and integrity, these are aspects of Etsnab. And so the warrior really needs to be discerning about where the healing needs to happen. And here in this Trecena of Lamat, see, Etsnab and Lamat are polar, that they're on this polar axis together. Okay, they gaze across the calendar to each other. And again, Lamat is about the beauty and the bounty, and really seeing that, and not being, like head down and ignoring all the blessings in our lives. And so Etsnab could be about really cutting through the crap that doesn't allow us to really see the truth, of this blessed time to see the truth of the blessings, to see the truth of the beauty of this planet. And Etna really asks us to cut through all illusions and delusions and confusion and get to the core of our truth. And what is our true nature? What is at the very core of us? And we tend to shove things down and push it down. And this is when we get sick. This is when we, this is when we've got to, just take stock and be discerning. We've got to really allow ourselves time to look at what isn't working, but with that kind of it's like an accurate kind of words are escaping me. It's a diligence. It's precision. It's really, really getting clear on the things that aren't working so that you can just cut it out. Like, cut it right out of there. All of the non-essential needs to go so that you can really celebrate life, so you can come into your healing, so you can find joy again, so you can trust in the abundance. Okay, there's a lot of scarcity mentality, that there's not enough to go around, that like we've got to be stingy and hoard, and we've got to but this Lamat is about shared resources and really that generous spirit. And so what's keeping us from that? What keeps us greedy? What keeps us hoarding and not sharing in that abundance? What keeps us from our joy? So we want to wield that blade, but we want to do it with discernment. We don't want to be just flying around and just, wreaking havoc. We want to have that clarity. So thank you, Etznab. Moving into tone 12, Kawak, the rainstorm. This is the divine feminine, the cleansing, quenching. It's the women in our lives who help us to weather the storm. And the 12th tone is about our life experience and who are the women who have carried us throughout our lives, who are the women who have been there to nurture us and to help us through our emotional challenges and struggles, and to help us through the turmoil and the storms in our lives. Who are those women? This is an important time to celebrate them. Again, Lamat is about celebration and feeling blessed. And so may we hold our hearts in this space of this this 12th tone of Kawak. May we really honor those women, those midwives who've helped us to birth ourselves into the world through maybe work projects or through our creativity, or those women who've encouraged us to thrive and to be to mature, to ripen, to blossom. Thank you, Kawak. Thank you for reminding us to celebrate these women and these people in our lives who help us to see the joy and to feel the joy, who help us to weather the storms and bring us into the sun again. Okay, we move through the storm, and the storm, it moves, and emotionally, we want to let ourselves move with our emotion in ways that are we don't want to hold on to our storms, right, and hold tight and keep the storm in. We want it to move through, and we want to let it go. We don't want to perpetuate the storming. We don't want to, you know, we don't want to be raining all the time, but we do need rain, and we need that resolution of tension. And so having a good cry is awesome for a co-op day. Just if you have just been feeling like there's some tension and you need to, let yourself have a cry. Let yourself, maybe you need to listen to a sad song or watch a sad movie, but let that, you know, let those emotions emote. Let them let them move through and pass over so that we can move into the sunshine again. And so on tone 13, we move into the 13th tone of Ahau, which is the sun. And this is the cosmic, sacred sun. This is the heavenly divinity. This is it could have an undertone of Heavenly Father. It could have just an overarching golden, cosmic golden solar divinity. 13 days can be tricky to describe because it represents the great mystery and the great unknown, and all that we can't understand or fathom. And so 13 Ahau is that great golden mysterious divinity that could resemble heaven, okay, to some folks. And Lamat is the seed, okay, the Trecena of Lamat, the one Lamat brings us through. It culminates into this 13th tone of Ahau, sacred sun. And this is a beautiful day for a meditation. This is a beautiful day to get out into the sun for a little bit and to bask in that beauty, to bask in the radiance and the light, and to honor that inner solar power and our connection to the divine through our inner sun, which is our vitality, right? It's our chi. It's our digestion. It's our fire, that spark of life that keeps us waking up every day. And how can we really celebrate that solar power and that divine connection to the sun? This could be a day to do some breath of fire maybe first, and then enter into a meditation, and we can hold that golden color to shower us. We can envision the solar radiance coming through the crown, coming through the body, and breathing into that golden energy. This would be a beautiful day to connect with the divine sunshine, and let it inspire you. Let it illumine and radiate through you. Let it warm you, okay? Mind, body, and spirit. May we be warmed by that divine solar energy. Could even be like sacred source. And I'll offer a prayer right now. I have a simple prayer, and I'll share it with you now, and it might be one that you'd like to keep for your own. I call on the warmth and brilliance of the sacred source, luminous wellspring of inspiration and joy, creative pulse of creation. May this warm, loving light guide our minds and open our hearts. May this warm, loving light guide our minds and open our hearts. Thank you, 13 Ahau. Thank you, Cosmic Sun. My tree for everyone. My tree is kindness and compassion and friendship. So sending so much love. You know, the sun shines for all, and so that is part of my tree. My tree is I'm just kind of basking in that 13th solar energy, and maybe share our prayers with the sun on this day. And again, the sun will be here in this 13th tone for the next 20 days. So, that golden, I'm feeling very inspired by the golden energy right now. And so may it serve you as well and feel supportive for you. Yeah, so many blessings on these final 6 days of Lamat. I hope that you have been feeling held and nourished at this time, and supported by the beauty of Lamat, the beauty and the bounty. May blessings surround and support you always. Please reach out if you would like to receive a reading. I offer one-on-one readings for your natal Trecena or for your Mayan cross. There are multiple readings we can look at. This calendar is very multi-dimensional, multifaceted, and there's a lot to explore and uncover. So please let me know if you're curious about that, and sending so much love to you today and always. Much love.